What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Gotta love Mondays, I truly do. TSMP is what we're going to talk about today. I want to go over the technicals and the beauty that I'm seeing in all this red. You're going to want to see that. But before I do that, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything that I find interested in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody who's willing to listen. So, that being said, let's just get right into it, shall we? TSMP. Well, I was kind of hoping for a little something more, but I want to show you guys just the beauty in all this red. I feel like some people are getting a little impatient when you guys have to understand that this is a long-term play. This is the very beginning stages of TSMP, and this is going to be a long-term play until we get some kind of catalyst, potentially on January 22nd, or a potential catalyst before that. This is kind of the range we're going to stay in, guys. We're going to see volatility. We're probably going to see days that we don't necessarily like. But, for those who are actually bullish on here, now might be the time to gear up and purchase some more shares, guys. A potential. So let's just get into it for today. So obviously, we've been having this good consolidation in the 15 area. And then broke down a little bit. In the 16s, I'm sorry. Consolidation in the 16s. We had a lot of consolidation in the 15s, and it was maintaining still in that consolidation range of the 15s and 16s here. And then we broke down out of it. Okay, now just to be honest with you guys, for me personally, okay, now when I'm trading something, because originally I started off just as a day trader. And then the more data I collected on my performance, because that is very important, collecting data on your own performance, okay? So the more data I collected on my performance, I started noticing that, in the long run, if I would have just stuck to certain stocks that I was trading, that, I could have made a lot more money and capitalized on a longer term movement than just trying to day trade it. So when I realized that is when I started shifting to swing trading and more investing, just like I kind of doing with TSMP. But one of the rules that I had in place was when I'm up 20% or more and it drops, then typically if it drops near my entry price, I want to just get out at break even. Okay, so obviously we see right here my entry price is $14.22. That is my entry price. So when it actually dipped below here, I was very, very tempted to sell. As you can see, we tapped this 14.41 area. And I had my finger on the trigger, guys. Now, not to necessarily say that I was going to sell to get rid of and no longer be a part of this stock. That is not at all my thought process. My thought process is that if this starts touching my entry point, okay, then I'm going to sell this at this 422 area to break even. And then if it potentially drops, then I want to buy it at the discounted price once it reaches its base level and starts to turn again. So that is exactly my thought process. I almost pulled the trigger today just because I know the amount of capital I have invested in here, and that is my maximum that I want to have invested in this particular stock. So for me personally, the way I wanted to play it, instead of going through these swings like I did prior, because when I had purchased this, I believe I purchased it in this day. I bought the dip in this day, and then obviously we had this gap down, and then it even dropped. So I was down 50% of my money at one point right here. And then, but again, like I said, I had conviction in this stock and I truly believed in it. So I stuck it out, and then obviously we shot up to 23 and I was up 40% profit at that point. So never at one point in here, well, I guess it did kind of shoot up right here, but that was up over 20%. But again, man, I had purchased it originally to be more of a long-term hold than just an overnight play. So that's why I just held on to it. And then when it gapped down and dropped, then I was like, okay, now I'm just going to hold on to it for the swing originally. And then I was down 50% on my money, and then I was up 40% on my money. So when I started seeing this drop, when I started seeing this consolidation, okay, first of all, the beauty of this consolidation, this red, the beauty of this red right here is all these red days, even though obviously this is a gap up, so we did make money on that day. and then this one, and then this was a gap up, but it did drop below, so it is technically a red. As you can see, I got a red P&L right here. But the beauty of the red in here is that it's just continuing to consolidate right within this range, which is beautiful, because that's saying that there is no real sell-off. Okay, this is a complete battle of buyers and sellers. I thought we'd finally get the push, but I believe it's just that standpoint of the unknown. It kind of similarly reminds me of NEO. If you guys didn't watch my NEO videos, I'm a huge bull on NEO. So I just want to, let me bring it up right here real quick. So if you look right here, let me get into the daily. So, you know, obviously we had this massive run, right, when NEO got hot, and very similar to TSMP, had this massive run when TSMP got hot, and then we had a drop off, and then consolidation, which is what happened here. Drop off, pop back up, now consolidation, before we have this next big move. And again, January 22nd can provide the catalyst that we need. And I think everybody's just on standby at the moment. It's not necessarily a bad thing that we're having all these red days. It would very much concern me if we had a huge sell-off of red days and it dropped back down to the 7 range and broke below that. Then I would be concerned. But again, guys, you have to remember that this is a brand new company. This isn't TSMP. This is Humble Pay. And I can't wait for that ticker symbol to change, because I think that's going to change the psychology of the retail investors. Because right now, those that know of this company and understand that this isn't TSMP, this isn't Tesro, this isn't fucking, you know, a hardware and tile company. This is a whole new entity. This is a whole new company that just so happened to do a reverse merger to take over their name to solidify their spot in the stock market so they could be traded publicly, okay? This is a whole new company. And those that understand it, those are the ones that are buying and holding. And as you see right here, this to me is those nervous people or those who already are profitable saying, okay, I'm going to sell. And since it's holding strong in this area, that means that we're fighting it. Everybody, then there is nothing, there is no major dip. There's just holding in consolidation, which is beautiful. When you're seeing consolidation all in this area, all these fucking red days, and it's not going nowhere, it's still holding. I mean, this is kind of a rare sight for me to even see. Multiple red days in a row like that, and it's just a straight line across, straight consolidation. And as I've said in a previous video, we're getting this bull flag, and I kind of think that's where we're going to go. Just a little more consolidation till it meets that bull flag point before we get that nice pop. So I just want to share with you guys the beauty of these red days, because some of you may not necessarily see the beauty in these red days like I do. As you can see, there is no real volume compared to this heavy volume in these areas. There's no real volume on these red days, and it's maintaining at that same price level between the 14s and 16s. That is beautiful consolidation. Even though there's no greens in those, it is beautiful to see. I mean, again, man, it's just the beauty of these red days for TSMP in general. And then we're still forming this bull flag. So I think it is a beautiful opportunity for anybody right now to maybe potentially pick up some shares, because when you're seeing heavy consolidation like that, you know, usually, typically, the price starts shooting up. But again, you know, with technicals, you just never know. And then the other beauty part about it is that, let me get into the 5-day, 5-minute chart real quick. From my perspective, okay, we had this bottom right here previously at the 14, right there. And when it dropped, it wouldn't even reach that level. The lowest it reached was this 14.4 level. And then we held, had an immediate shoot up, and then holding, shot up again, holding, shot up to the 15s, dropped again, didn't drop as low as here. So we're getting that steady climb. Base, pop, another base, another higher pop, another base, another higher pop. And then it almost tried to retest that base, but then it started popping up again towards the 15s. So for me personally, this is beautiful consolidation, guys. It is beautiful in my mind. I'm holding strong. I'm not getting rid of it. Again, like I said, for me personally, if it potentially taps that 1422, for me personally, I like to just break even, and if it potentially drops, then I'm going to buy up more shares. If it winds up tapping that 1422 and I sell and it winds up reversing from there, well, guess what? I'm going to buy right back in. I might lose 200 shares or maybe 1,000 shares on my position, but that's just me personally and how I like to keep my money safe. That's probably the day trader side of me more than the investor side of me, because I'm always keeping track of my funds. And to be honest, I don't want to be down 50% on my money again, because that's just not a comfortable feeling for me personally. So once I hit that break-even level, I do plan on selling it if it does hit that level, but I will definitely buy back in at a lower level if it reaches that, or if it starts to curl and head back up in the right direction, then I'm definitely buying back in. But that's just how I stay safe. To each his own. We are all different. This is obviously a long-term play for me, but I don't like dipping that low when it comes to my funds. So me personally, I will sell it if it comes to that 1422, but definitely I will repurchase it once it bottoms, because I believe if it does break that 1422, it's going to again base somewhere in the 10s. So that gives me a great discount, and that'll allow me to add about another 3,000 shares to my position, which is beautiful for me because, like I said, I have my capital solidified in what I want in this company, and so I want to make sure I maintain that. And if it drops, why not buy it at a discount? Sell it, boom, get my money back, drop some more, be able to buy an extra 2,000-3,000 shares. For me, that is beautiful, because I do believe in this company. And then if it does hit that 1422 and winds up reversing, well, then I'm going to buy right back in again if I notice it flatline at that point. So again, guys, just a quick update on TSMP. All these red days are going nowhere. That is so beautiful. That is the beauty of these red days. They're not going anywhere, guys. They're consolidating, and that just tells me one thing, that they're ready to make a big move sometime soon, potentially. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of my analysis on here. Let me know what you guys think about this consolidation of these 4 red days in a row, holding in the same area, which is kind of rare to see. It just flat line of red days. I'm trying to remember when I've seen just a straight flat line of red days, and it's doing that here. And we're coming to that point of that bull flag. So let me know if you guys think that bull flag's gonna pop. Let me know if you guys think this thing's gonna drop. You know, and give me some feedback. Give me some of your guys' opinion, because I love reading through the comments. Again, if you watched this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. You can't stop mafia is a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. TSMP, a quick review on the technicals and the beauty of these red days. I'm loving it so much, man. I'm not worried at all about this stock. I am a heavy believer in what this company is doing, and I plan on having this on my watch and in my pocket for a while. All right, so just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that, and I'll be sure to keep you guys updated in the meantime. So till next time, guys, peace. I'm out.